Hello everyone. Today is going to be a quick video on how to get a lot of photos into your listings on eBay. And today we're going to use one of the, I guess I would say it's one of the most underappreciated applications on a Mac. And if you have a PC, I'm pretty sure there's a similar process you can go through. Sometimes the software that comes with your scanner will also provide you with the same functionality that this is going to have. But this is a program that comes free on a Mac, and it's called image capture. And image capture it doesn't look very exciting to look at, but it serves a really useful purpose in this case. And here's my scenario. I'm going to list a large lot of trading cards. These are Star Wars trading cards, and I created the listing here, and I have to add photos to all of the different variations in this one. And a variation in this case is, I guess, what card. The cards are all numbered on them, so it makes it pretty easy to identify them. But to get all those cards in, you could take pictures of them all, which is not too bad of a way to go, but you get a much better quality if you can scan them in. And if you have a scanner and you don't use it a whole lot, this would be a perfect use for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the application, and the way you find it is you go to your applications folder. I have mine in the dock here, but you can certainly find it just by opening up a new Finder window and going to applications, and it's called image capture. It's right here. Now, if you have your computer, I went onto the wrong screen. It's going to go ahead and give you an overview scan as soon as you open up. As soon as you select the scanner here on the left side, it's going to kind of give you a preview of what you're looking at. And here's where the usefulness of this all comes in. What it's going to do is scan in each of these cards as a separate picture and download it onto your computer. So how do you set that up? So the first thing you want to go through, make sure all these settings are to your liking. In this case, it's a color photo. You might choose black and white if you're using a document. I have the resolution set at 200. You can certainly go a little bit less than that. You go all the way down to 75. I think by default it comes on at 75, but I bumped it up to 200 because I want the details to really be clear on the photos. So I went down here. I didn't change like the size and the pixels, the rotation. I didn't mess with any of that kind of thing. But over here in auto selection, instead of being on off, I have detect separate items, and that means it's going to detect each one of these things. As long as you put them on the glass, or when it's called a platen, but if you put it on the glass on the scanner, you leave a bit of space between each item that you want to scan, including the top and the bottom. It just makes it a little bit easier if you jam the cards or whatever, the photos, whatever you have, all the way to the edge, it tends to seem to cut them off. At least it does on my scanner. So I would suggest leaving a little bit of space around each one, like here. And then when you click on this, it'll automatically go give you like a preview scan and say this is what's going to scan when you press the button over here, the scan button. So I've detected separate items. And then I have a folder. This is the folder that I scanned to. It's called eBay listing photos. And so all of those will get saved onto that. And then where it says name, you can give each one a suffix, or prefix in this case, card. I put in card here, but you can put it any word you want. Let's say you're scanning in photos of Washington, D.C. You could put the word Washington, and that would say Washington 1, Washington 2. This one here, it's going to say card, and then the next one will be card 1, card 2. So the one that just says card really would be card 0. It just doesn't give it a number. But every one after that would be card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. I've already scanned some in, so it's going to find the next number. So I've already scanned at 8. So it should give me like card 9 would be my next one. The format I chose was JPEG, just because I know it's reliable and everything. You can, for eBay, I believe, upload as pings, and that's okay too. Whatever works for you, but I just went with JPEG. I didn't turn on image correction, and these masks I didn't bother with either because they're just simple scans here. So once your preview shows up here, you can go ahead and hit the scan button. And what it's going to do, it's going to go through each one. So the next one was card 8, 9, 10. And then over here, a window pops up showing you the progress of each one. So it takes a little bit of time. So when it's done, I'll come back to you here and show you the results. So now here are the results of our scan. It's scanning 8 more cards, and each one of those cards that are on the scanner right now has its own file name. And so this one here says card 12, 13, 14. They got up to card 15. And they're all going to be saved in the folder that I designated. So let me pull that folder up here for you. And here it is. So I had already done cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then see this one down here? It says card with no number. That's actually the first one. It doesn't give it a number, which would be, I wish it would just start with 1. I'm not sure if you can change that feature or not, but it just comes with the card. So this is actually the first card, but it puts it down here at the bottom because it doesn't have a number. And you can see that doing it this way not only gives you a predictable and a clear image here and everything, like you're, making it look very professional and everything, but also it gives you a separate image for each one, saving you a lot of time rather than trying to load it from doing one at a time from your phone, taking the pictures with a separate camera, then loading them in. And also it can be really a big time saver. The one thing you may have noticed is that some of them are sideways. You don't want to list them sideways, but there's a way to get around that. You can select, I'm going to hold down the command key and select all of the ones that are sideways. So let's see, this one, let's see, 1 and 3, for example, are both sideways. So you can just select those two, and then down at the bottom it says rotate left. And you can rotate both of those to the left, and then go back and check the other ones and see which other ones, like this guy's here is sideways. We'll rotate him over too as well. And then you go through the whole list like that and figure out which ones you need to rotate. I'm not sure. I think maybe the rest of them are okay. Maybe I have another sideways. Yeah, there's another sideways one right there. And the rest of them all look good. So I saved them like that, and now I can go ahead and continue my listing on eBay by uploading the photos into here. And this is a whole video on its own, is how to do variations. And so that'll be my next topic. We'll do a video on how to put variations in, how to create variations and put them into your eBay listings. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully this helps you out a little bit. My goal is to make your listing life a little bit easier when you're putting things on eBay, because I know that's one of the things that we all dread the most when we're, it's fun to go out and buy the stuff. Then putting it on eBay is kind of a tedious process, but I always try to look for ways to make it just a little bit easier. Hopefully it helps you out. Let me know in the comments if you want a specific topic covered. I've been an eBay seller since 1999, so I got a few years on this one, and so I can help you out if possible. Anyway, thanks for watching, and then I'll see you in the next video.